Welcome back. We're going to take a quick look at Printer's Plan, just a quick overview, a refresher course, and we'll go from there. Alright, when you open up Printer's Plan, you'll open up to the tab that you last, in the upper left corner, the tab that you last were in when you closed the program, which is typically going to be the Jobs tab. The Home tab, we're not even going to look at because you'll never be in there. Scheduler and Time Tracker, we don't use. Services is for the boss to access and set up new products and services to offer and pricing and whatnot, so we don't get in there. Customers is the other one of three tabs that you might have occasion to get in and look up customers and whatnot just to see what their main account setup profile contains or to update something, so forth. Accounts receivables, exactly that. We can get in there, but you probably won't, so we're not going to look at that either. Reports is the third tab that you can get into and look, and this is subject matter for another separate video, but there's a lot of different reports here, out-of-the-box reports, and then there's some custom reports we've had put together over the years that you might find useful, so you can get in there and just take a look. You can't hurt anything, figure something out. Settings is goes along with it's the master profile for the program, universal settings, and you won't be in there either. And so Jobs, Customers, and Reports are the three tabs that we take a quick look at here. Let's start with Customers. If you're going to set up a new customer, you'll click New and go from there, answer the various questions, and name, address, phone number, buyers, the payer, who that is. Answer a few things here. There's only a couple of questions, 2 or 3 things actually. The source would be nice, who the sales rep is, the default CSR, if that needs to be filled in, and that's about it. Everything else gets left alone. So fill in everything up top here, answer those 3 questions. You can write notes down here, and you'll figure that out as we go. New job alerts and so forth, and that's how you set up a new customer account. And we don't set up new customer accounts to do quotes, because then you end up with a jillion new customer accounts with no sales volume, and it's very frustrating to the data processing guy. So that's how you set up a new customer, and we don't use the prospects and most of this other stuff, although we might get into the shipping addresses and using that since they've improved it here lately. But that's the Customer tab. The Reports tab we mentioned already. I'm not going to go through it. It's not the point of this, but there's a bunch of reports in here that you can play with. Have at it. The Jobs tab is where you'll spend 98% of your time. If you need to write up a quote, go to Quotes and click on it. Click New, and it'll set you up a new quote. We'll do one here in just a moment. A quote and a work order both look exactly the same, except one says quote at the top, one says work order at the top. Other than that, they're largely the same. So this is, you would click Orders, New, to start a new one. You click Quotes, New, to start a new tab, new quote, rather. History is exactly that. Orders that have been finished and closed out and logged on the books. And these last 2, we don't use them. That's the name of that tune. So you can get there and look all you want, but we don't use them, so you're wasting your time. And templates. This has been recently updated, and the large format and outsourcing have been added as subcategories here. So we'll get to templates, and a template is exactly that. It is a standard order. It can actually be, this could actually be a quote or a work order. It just depends on what you want it to be. Let's put them in alphabetical order by clicking the top here. And these are all large format and tells you what the subject matter is. We're going to dive into this a little deeper in another video specifically for this, but suffice it to say, if you needed to do a banner, you would, and you can open these up and look just like that, or you can just simply copy and paste the entire thing to a quote or work order, and off you go. That's all you're going to get out of me for templates right now. So let's do a new quote. And again, if I clicked on order and new, this is going to look exactly the same. Now, let's see if this moves to, nope, can't resize that, but okay. What type of a job? We're looking at a quote, and who ordered it? You know, what's the customer's name? If it's customer, if they're a walk-in, we have an account set up and the account number is 31. That would be walk-in. You just click right here. If it's an already established customer, just click find and do your search. Customer's name or company's name starts with whatever, and you'll get a result. Then you pick the one you want, and you're off to the races, and it'll autofill. And who is the CSR? You'll pick your name. If you're writing this up, you're the CSR, whether that's your official job function or not. If the janitor writes up a quote, the janitor is the CSR for that quote. Pick your name and click OK right here, which will, it knows we haven't picked this stuff up here, so I guess I better, let's just do walk-in customer. See, there's walk-in, I pick it. Now I can click on this, and we're going to write up a quote for new walk-in. Now, if this was a regular customer, see, customer number 31, account number 31. This is for walk-ins with no potential for anything else. Company name, address would typically be here. Ship to address would go here if we put one there. Ordered by, we click on ordered by, and up will come a lengthy list, which I didn't want to do, of all of the people in the last 25 years that have been put in here that just walked in the door. And you pick the one you want, and it'll put the information that we have already in the system right there. This tab is where you put in the date the order was received, when you need the due date, the time if necessary. Same thing for when the job was due, how are we going to ship. Basically, just answer the questions here, and then click OK. I didn't do a good job of that. The point is that's where it is. That's all I'm trying to show you. And we have a toolbar here for things that can be looked at. Let's see. We can add a new item here, or we can right-click and add new item. We can paste this quote as another one. We can clone it, in other words, with this button, or we can edit it. And I believe we can do the same thing right there. Edit costs. Oh, this is to edit after. Forget I mentioned that. Rearrange items. I'll show you that shortly. You can attach documents to an item, a line item. We never do that. We use something on the network for that, so just ignore the documents. You can compare, view cost. These are pricing functions that are rarely used around here. You can email a form letter if you want. You can print or email quotes and invoices if your system, your desktop, has Outlook and you have connected it to Printer's Plan. And if it's not done, then either do it yourself or holler at somebody and we'll do it for you. Let's create a new item, and we want to get an item. We want that item. Now that item could come from several places. It could come from an existing. Didn't mean to do that. We could copy an item that exists in the same customer's existing quotes or past quotes, existing or history orders, or the customer's templates. A customer can have templates set up for jobs that are done over and over and over again, so you don't have to rewrite them. Or there's the history. Actually, so these are active orders, and there's the history orders, and then these two we don't use. And so all of these items from the customer's history or templates would be right here in these subcategories, product subcategories, and it's searching. There's all the wide format stuff for customer 31 that has been used in the past, and maybe you want something from there. You check it, hit OK, and it'll pull it right in. This is info that's been in quotes before. If I want to copy something from an order, I can do it from here, or I can do it from the templates. See, I got all kinds of good stuff. I'll get into more of that in just a few minutes in another video. Anyway, this stuff, this section, I'm copying existing line items from that belong to this customer. If I want to copy from templates or anywhere else, any of the templates, even if the templates don't belong to the customer, I can come down here and do the same thing. So you have to play around with that. But this is stuff that's got the customer's name on it, past, present, future. And this is stuff, anything that's in a template, whether it's got the customer's name on it or somebody else's. All right. Actually, I said that wrong. Copy from templates. This would be the customer 31 templates. This is going to be from the customer's templates. I believe that's the case. I'm close. All right. So that's how to pull a new item from past or present or templates, future item. But we want to just create one from scratch. You click new item, pick the category, maybe it's a wide format item, give it a description, quantity, originals, and then we start picking items. And this is beyond really the scope of the time I have left in this video, but this is where we pick and choose the stuff we want. Okay? So I'm going to close that up. I don't want to save that. Nope. Quote. Use that in another video. Close that up. And that's really it. That's what I wanted to show you, is that the Jobs tab is where you write up new quotes, new work orders. You can access the templates. You can access the history. And this is what you're going to need. Okay? And the print button does exactly that. Email button does also that, as long as you're connected to Outlook. And the favorites is you can filter things in progress. I don't want them all. I want to segment the data. I don't want to see the whole darn list. I only want to see the ones that are due today, ordered by somebody under 6 foot tall, etc. Do that here. I get a report. Then I can save that report as a favorite if it's something I do every day, like run a work in progress report for 2 different sales reps. Don't ask me why, but there it is. And alphabetical order and the title of the order, and there it is. So I'm only looking at the bottom 32 work orders for Philip and Tyler, versus if I click on all of them, I'm going to get all 196 orders in progress, which is a bigger list of stuff to have to sift through. So that's why you'd want to filter things. And you can export the list to a spreadsheet if you want to crunch data, and that's about it. So Jobs tab, that's where you live. Customers, to set new people up. Reports, when you get real good at what you're doing. That's about the size of it. Okay? Have any questions? Go find Jim or Philip or anybody that's been here longer than you have, and you'll be in good shape. We'll show you how to do it. Thanks for watching.